Hi everyone, it's Marlene. Thank you so much for joining me today. It is the end of the year and here we are with the 17 favorites of 2017. I am here today with both my girls, with Stephanie Van der Wag and Christie Annabelle Marie. I asked them to join me in this. I think that this is the first time for them. I'll leave the links to my girls' channel listed down below so you can go by and see what their favorites are. I have no idea because we didn't talk about it. I do want to mention that this is not my idea. My good friend Nathalie TheBeautyDiva started this. I believe it was in 2014, and she started it out with her 14 favorites for 2014. She has done it every year. This year, and I believe that last year as well, she collaborated with Carol from the Carol Show and Mary Ellen from Mary Ellen After 60. Let's get started because there are 17 products. 17 products or items that have made me incredibly happy during 2017. I'm not going to go in any particular order because I have my table here is packed. The first item that I want to mention is the Great Lakes Gelatin. This is the Collagen. It is an unflavored protein kosher beef. I learned about this from Monica McGillicuddy, and I had incredible joint pains. I would wake up and I could barely walk. And Monica was talking about this, and I ordered some. I think that it must have been within a month. My joint pains have totally disappeared. I wake up, I go to sleep, I'm fine. Add 2 tablespoons to my morning coffee, and I add another 2 tablespoons for my tea in the evening. It doesn't have any taste whatsoever. If any of you out there, I know that I have a few subscribers that are vegetarians, so you may not want to take this, but I was watching my friend Melissa from Mrs. Melissa M, and she talked about a collagen, and it's made from seafood, if I'm not mistaken, from fish, something like that. I'll find the video and I'll leave it linked down below because I didn't know about it until I heard Melissa talking about it. So if this is not something that you would take because it's made from beef, maybe that one would work. This has been a lifesaver. I think it has improved my skin. It has taken away my joint pain, and my elbows are so much smoother. This was the year that I discovered Squalene. Squalene has been a blessing in my life. I have been using the Squalene from Timeless. That is the first one that I have been using, and I love it. And then I thought, let me try the one from Peter Thomas Roth. I think I told you that I was going to try it. And this one is made from sugarcane. The Timeless is made from olives, and this one is made from sugarcane. I like them both. There's a huge price difference. There's about $20 price difference here. I prefer the Timeless because of the price point. I prefer the Peter Thomas Roth because with 2 very small drops, you could do your entire face, and it soaks up even quicker than the one from Timeless. I mean, instantly, there is no grease left behind whatsoever. So it really depends on what you're looking for, excuse me, and the price point that you're looking for. Foundations. You know what a foundation junkie I am. I have to say that my favorite foundation overall for the year, it has to be the YSL, and this is the All Hours Foundation. I know that it has alcohol in it, and I only use it occasionally. I have it on now, but I love it. I mean, honestly, I love the way it looks. I love the way it lasts. I love the way it's so full coverage. I love the way it feels. I just love this foundation. YSL needs to take the alcohol away because I love it. I have also loved the Dior Forever foundation. Also beautiful. It looks amazing. It lasts. It's full coverage. It is an absolutely gorgeous foundation. And then for one that is not as pricey as those two, I have to choose the Bare Minerals. This is the Bare Pro foundation. I talked about it in my favorites. I love it. There are 30 shades to choose from. It is beautiful, just like the others. It lasts, and it just wears really nicely throughout the day. I love them all, but my favorite is the YSL. My blush choice for the year has to be the NARS Liquid in Dolce Vita. This is such a beautiful, beautiful blush. It is truly a liquid blush, and you just need a the tiniest drop, because it goes a very long way. It lasts, it looks beautiful. I tried using a stippling brush when I first purchased it, but I found that it looked a bit streaky on me. So I have been applying it just on my hand and then with the Beauty Blender, and it looks gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. Love that blush. My primer will not come as a surprise to anyone. It is the Becca First Light Primer. I love it. I use it. I love, love, love this primer. It just seems to give an inner glow when you apply it underneath your foundation, and it does even out the skin tone a bit, not a lot because it's a primer. I think it just works amazing on my skin, and I love the way my foundations apply over it. Palettes, oh my gosh, I couldn't decide. But I am going to talk about 4 palettes that I just love. And the first mention has to go to the Viseart palette. This is from the Theory collection. This is the Minx 2. Love this. Beautiful. You have your mattes on one side, you have your shimmers on the other side. Beautiful neutral palette. The other one is the Amethyst. This palette is gorgeous. It blends beautifully. It lasts. It is everything that an eyeshadow should be. If you are going to try to take that leap into a more luxury type eyeshadow, then I would strongly recommend the Viseart palette because they are just over the top. A nice little palette that was introduced to me this year was the Huda Beauty, and this is the Mauve Obsessions. Oh my gosh, this palette is gorgeous, just gorgeous. I can wear this to school, I can wear this for a day out, I can just use 2 shades and go to the store with it. It has a great price point. It is $27. There are other shades available. I just personally really liked this one. One of the ones that I liked was the one with the tans in it, but since I have the Viseart, I didn't purchase it. But it's beautiful, and at $27, you really can't go wrong. And everything all the palettes that I'm mentioning follow the same criteria. They last, they're blendable, they're buttery, they look beautiful. And then my last palette, I couldn't leave this out. This is the Queen of Hearts by Colored Rain. This palette makes me happy. It is such a gorgeous, gorgeous palette. And I hope I don't blind you. Here we are. There are mattes, there are shimmers. It's just such a gorgeous palette. I could travel with this palette all by itself because it does have 5 mattes in it and the rest are shimmers, and you have every shade that you need for all over your lid, for your transition. You have your shimmers to give it that pop of color. I just love it. My concealers for the year, I thought originally that it was going to go to Becca. I transitioned this year from full coverage concealer to a more lightweight concealer, and I really thought it was going to be Becca. But you know, I can't leave the Too Faced Born This Way concealer out. It works beautifully. It is lightweight. It's not a full coverage. It doesn't crease. It just looks so pretty, and it lasts throughout the day. Obviously, if you need a full coverage concealer, you may not want to try these, but if you don't need a full coverage, try to get a sample of these. You won't regret it. For my mascara, it has to go to Giorgio Armani Eccentrico. I absolutely love this mascara. It lengthens, it volumizes, it doesn't flake, it lasts, it looks beautiful all through the day. So yes, my Giorgio Armani mascara, that's my very favorite. It'll probably be my favorite every year. For my gadget, I have to mention the NuFace again. I love using it. I use it during the week, Monday through Friday that I go to work. I only use it in the evening, and then on the weekends I use it in the morning and I use it at night. I don't know how much tightening effect that's doing, but it sure does feel nice. I really, really like it. I really do have to start taking some pictures so you can see what it's doing. This perfume I discovered this year and I love it. And it is by Jo Malone. It is the Mimosa and Cardamom. It's linen. It's a walk on the beach. It's fresh. It's clean. I could wear this anywhere. And the scent is just beautiful. It doesn't walk into the room before I do. And the scent just lingers. Sometimes I'll hang up my clothes or I'm getting ready to put them in the wash, and oh my gosh, it's still, that faint scent is still there. Love the Jo Malone. If you haven't tried it, the next time that you're at Sephora, tell them to give you, see if you can get a tester for it. It's really, really nice. You know, when I started, before I started on YouTube, I would watch so many of the ladies that have become my friends now. And one of those ladies was Mary Glitzy Fritzy. I would watch her and I would comment, and I never said that I had a channel. This was right when I started, before I started, and then right when I started. I always admired her. I loved her channel. I loved her personality. Little did I know that one day she was going to open up her Glitzy Fritzy store, and she was going to get some earrings and name them after her friends, her friends' creators, and one of those creators would be me. So I couldn't leave my Marlene earrings from Mary's store. I couldn't leave them out. I absolutely love my earrings, but I was so incredibly honored that I just couldn't believe it. I really, really couldn't, because it was coming from someone that, oh my gosh, I just admired her so much. I still do, but now she's also a friend. So, anyway, I love my Marlene earrings. I don't know if she still has any available, but if she does, I will link them down below. If you haven't been to Mary's store, please stop by. I'm sure that you'll find something. There's something there for everyone. This year, my husband took me on an amazing trip, and the trip was to Scotland. I had to place that in my 17 favorites of 2017. That was the most incredible trip. What an amazing and gorgeous country. What beautiful, beautiful people. If I could have stayed in Scotland, I would have stayed there in a heartbeat. Isle of Skye is breathtaking. Glasgow was fun, but St. Andrews is in a world, it's in a whole league of its own. It's just, it's a town. It's like getting home. I don't know. There are just not enough words to describe Scotland, and I loved every second of it. I loved the views to the ocean. I loved the mountains. I loved the people. I absolutely loved the food. So I couldn't leave that out from my favorites from 2017. I want to thank you all so much. Every single solitary one of you. I want to thank you for being here and spending time with me and commenting and going back and forth. So many of you that have become friends. I just cannot believe the number that I'm at, and thank you. Thank you for being there, because as my friend Carol says, if it weren't for you, I'd be sitting here talking to a camera. So thank you, each and every one of you. I wish I could just go out and hug you all. I also want to thank all of my friends, all of my creator friends here that have been so incredibly supportive. I don't know how I would have made it this far without them. They have been supportive. They have listened to me. I have cried on their shoulders, and I have gone to them with 1,000,001 questions, and they've always been there. They've been there with answers, and they've also given me lots of shout outs. So I want to thank all of my creator friends as well. Thank you. You know who you are. I'll leave the links to my girls' channels listed down below. Please stop by and visit them and see what their 17 favorites for 2017 were. I know that you will love them, and I'm anxious to see what they picked, because I had a hard time here picking. Thank you so much for visiting with me. I wish you all a very, very happy New Year. May it bring all the joy and happiness and love to each and every one of you. And don't forget, ladies, follow your passion, whatever it may be. I'll see you next year. Bye.